Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the temperature-controlled thermostat in a Frigidaire refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a 4-inch nut driver and a flat blade screwdriver. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new temperature-controlled thermostat and the instructions. The temperature-controlled thermostat is located in the fresh food section inside the control panel. The thermostat sensor bulb is extended and is wrapped around the damper control. It senses the temperature inside the fresh food section, and through the adaptive defrost unit, it adjusts the damper control gate. If the temperature inside the compartment is fluctuating and you can't effectively adjust it by turning the control knob, check the temperature-controlled thermostat and replace it if needed. To get to the part, we need to open the fresh food door. So there we are in the fresh food compartment, and now we're going to take this control panel assembly down. Okay, we're going to take out one single 4-inch screw from here. This is our cover. I'm using a 4-inch nut driver. I'm going to unscrew it. Now we can remove this cover. I'm going to grab it here and pull it down. Now I'm going to use this 4-inch nut driver. I'm going to take out a 4-inch screw behind the water filter housing. It's located right in there. I'm going up and I'm going to unscrew it. Before removing those front screws, I would prefer to take out the water filter because it makes the housing much lighter. Pressing this button and pulling it out. That's what it takes to remove it. Next, I'm going to take 3 4-inch screws out that holds the control panel. I'm going to use the same 4-inch nut driver and I'm going to take them out one by one. Next step would be taking out this light bulb. I'm going to unscrew it, turning it counterclockwise. Next, I'm going to use the same 4-inch nut driver. I'm going to reach in and remove that 4-inch screw that holds this cover at the back. And now we're going to take this one out. I'm going to use the same 4-inch nut driver. Hold on to this control panel. It's kind of heavy. Alright, so we're going to drop down this assembly. And now we are going to take out these 2 water tubes that supplies the water to the water filter. So this is a 2 blue collars. We need to press on them and then we can release the tube. So we're going to hold it with 2 fingers, press it in and pull the tube at the same time. You may have some water coming out, so you can use a towel. And same thing on this one. I'm going to switch the hands, press on the collar, pull the tube. I'm going to pull it down. There's a sensor bulb right there in the corner. So we need to be gentle. At this point, I need to unplug this plug, push it down, and there's a tab here. Press it and separate the plugs. By the way, there's a symmetrical tab at the back, so you need to press both of them at the same time. Alright, let's place this assembly on the table, and next we're going to remove the damper control. Alright, so we need to peel this damper off because it has a glue strip here that holds it to the outer cover. So be gentle, don't break that foam.
start it from here. And I'm going to turn it over here. And I'm going to press this one out. Again, slow. And I'm going to use this flat blade screwdriver. I'm going to help it here on the side. I'm going to peel this strip. All right. See what I mean? That's really sticky. Okay, so we need to remove this sensor bulb. Just comes off. Now I'm going to free those both sensor bulbs from the clip. And I'm going to continue removing this one only. Another clip. Place it back. And there we are. All right. So straighten it because we're gonna bend the new one the same way as the old one is. And now we're going to remove this thermostat. I'm gonna use this flat blade screwdriver. Gonna slide the knob off. Put it aside. We're gonna use it. Now we're gonna remove this thermostat itself. So we have a clip over here. Need to bend it slightly, don't break it, to open it so we can pull this side up. Like that. I'm going to turn it and pull it out from the second bracket over there. All right, so we need to memorize these color code connections. And if we have the same exactly thermostat, then we're going to just put them on. If not, because they're making different ones too, then we need to follow the instructions and connect it properly. Next, we're going to remove the old 3 wires from the terminals. I'm gonna use the flat blade screwdriver. Gonna pry it off. And now the green wire, or ground wire. This is your old temperature control thermostat next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. All right, so we've got here our old and our new temperature control thermostat. So before we're going to start installation, we need to find out first how we're going to connect the wires. If you look at the side of the old thermostat, it says GE logo. You can see that in the circle. General Electric, and here the replacement one says Robert Shaw. So it's a different brand and differently made, but it's a replacement which is available today. And then we're going to look at this side where the terminals are, and if you can see, they are differently located, and the locations are marked differently. So if you carefully read this note, you will know how to attach the wires to the new thermostat. There's the pictures, also there's a color code shown on the old one and on the new one. So I got this cheat sheet made. We have 3 terminals. They are marked with the numbers 1, 2, and 3. So this is the old, this is the new. So we've got number 1 terminal from purple, it goes to pink. Number 2 from black goes to black, and a 3 pink to purple. Basically, that's all we need to know, and we're going to connect them accordingly. Alright, so I'm going to unwind this sensor carefully, very carefully. Okay, that would be enough for now. And I'm going to bring it in here. So we're going to connect the green wire. This is a ground wire. It goes to the same terminal as an old one. It sticks at the back. And then we're going to connect these 3 wires. Alright, so let's get back to this little cheat sheet. So number 1, we have pink. Number 2, we have black. And number 3, we got purple. So if you look on the body of the thermostat, we've got the number 3. And if we go back, it's purple. So here we got the purple. Then we've got number 2, which is black. We got one left, and yes, it's pink, and it goes on number 1. That's the only one available anyway. And now we're going to install it by placing this side bracket into this channel here. First, all the way in. Then we're going to lower down this one. And I'm going to help myself with the flat blade screwdriver. So we're going to use this flat blade screwdriver to open that tab slightly and bring that bracket down, and it locks in place. Now I'm going to shape up this sensor. I'm going to pull it up slightly so it would not touch any wiring, and I'm going to bend it around, and I'm going to insert it into this cut here. And underneath of this, we can call it a finger. That's a mounting tab. And I'm gonna unwind it more. And I'm gonna place it underneath of this tab here. Alright, now we're gonna go to this, to the old one. And I'm going to remove these insulation tubing. I'm going to straighten it up, pull this one off, and I'm going to pull this one off. And I'm going to discard the old thermostat. I'm going to move all assembly to the center, so my back wouldn't be stretched all the time. And now we're going to install these insulation tubes onto the new sensor bulb. Make sure that the tip of the sensor is not sticking out of the tube. It should be protected. Again, then I'm going to bend it, shape it up. Okay, now you see this channel goes around the grill. Now I'm going to bend the tip of the sensor so it will fit into this. So I'm going to measure about that length here. And that's we're going to bend it. I'm going to insert this part. And I'm going to bend this right in here. And I'm going to insert it here into the clips. And one more band here. Now I'm going to turn it, and we're going to insert this grill side into this frame, and we're going to glue using the same strips. They're still pretty sticky. We're going to glue this in, and I'm going to bend this more so it would not resist our effort. Press it in, and we're going to place this in this clip. Straighten this up. Again, very slow, be gentle. Now I'm going to install the knob. The knob has a wide side and a narrow side, same and we have on the thermostat. As you can see, we have the narrow part on the top and the wide part at the kind of the bottom. So we're gonna match it with a knob and press it on. Turn it off. Put it on 0. So I'm gonna lift it up and put it into the fridge. Alright, I'm gonna bring in assembly and going to install this sensor bulb into this tube here at the bottom. I'm gonna push it in. That goes right into the freezer compartment. Slide it on. And next I'm going to plug this. Push it up. Next I'm going to install these 2 water lines into the filter base here, and I'm going to start with a tan color that goes on the right side. So we're going to press it in. It's going to lock in, and then I'm going to the clear tube. Same thing. Push it in. And now we're going to lift up everything and secure it with the screws. We're going to install this screw first. That's our 1/4 inch. Use a 1/4 inch nut driver, and I'm going to the back and install the long one. So we're going to install this screw that goes behind this water filter housing. I'm using the 1/4 inch nut driver, and as you can see, the screw appears on the ceiling there, and I can direct it into the hole in the ceiling. We're gonna install the front screws. I'm gonna start from this corner. I'm using a 1/4 inch nut driver. Now I'm going to screw in the light bulb. I'm going to turn it clockwise. And now we're going to install the water filter back in. Slide it and push it in. Alright, so I'm going to install this cover. We got 2 tabs in front, which locks into 2 slots here at the back of the filter housing. Alright, so I'm going to start first this end. And we're going to press it up. There's also a tab here, small one on the side. I'm going to press it up and it locks in. And I'm going to secure the cover with that 1/4 inch screw. Next, I recommend you to turn both thermostats on. See, they are at 0, so I'm going to turn it to the factory recommend settings, unless you have your own preferred setting. And now when we're done, we can close the fresh food door. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.